Hello, my name is Tanner Speck. This is FTT 104 Week 4 assignment. It is 11/02/2024, and I'm going to be performing a detailed strip of my selected firearm. It's a Glock 43X. There's no ammunition anywhere, and there is no feed source currently in the pistol. Let's get into it. Okay. Now I'm going to visually inspect the chamber and physically, and there is nothing in there, as well as no feed source. And let's get into this. First, I'm going to point in a safe direction and pull the trigger. Pull back on the slide a little bit, and then push it forward. Well, pressing down on here. Here you have your slide. So, take out the guide rod and recoil spring and the barrel. Try not to cover up anything, but move that aside. Okay, now I have the slide. I'm going to move that up a little. And here we have there's a little black sleeve there. I'm going to take this tool here. I'm going to press down on that while moving this forward and catching the springs that come out. So here I got this. And here's the firing pin right there, as well as this plunger depressor. Let's try and get that out. There we go. Now, for the extractor, you press down on this little plunger here, and then you remove the plunger here. It's easy to just tilt it. There you go. And there's your plunger. And that is all the parts for disassembling your slide. Now we move over here to the frame. I'm going to move these parts aside here, out of frame. Okay. First, I'm going to take this bigger punch here, and I'm going to push this out, and this pin, and it's easier when you move the slide release a little bit as you're pushing. It's a little tricky. There you go. Ooh, got a little cramp in my hand. Okay, now you fully push it out. You got your pin. Push up this pin, there you go, with the smaller punch, and there you go. Okay. Oof, cramp. Okay, oof. Okay, we're back. Next, after removing those two pins here on the frame, we're going to move to this locking block, and you put your pin in here, your punch, and you kind of get some leverage to move it up a bit. It's a little tricky. Still figuring out a good way to do this. Once I get up, I can. Here we go. In this angle, can pop it up there. Get underneath it and finish it off. There you go, the locking block. After that is removed, we can take out the slide stop, and then lift up here on the ejector. Pull out your trigger, and there you go. That's it. that's about everything that I am able to take out. I'm not taking out the magazine release because I do not have one of the tools. I replaced this and it was a real pain in the butt because I didn't have the proper tools, and I know if I try to do that again it's gonna take forever. So that's the firearm completely disassembled in all its parts. And now let's put it back together. Make sure everything's in frame here. Okay. Now we do it in reverse order. So exactly how we put it together, we're gonna took it apart, we're gonna put it back together the same exact way. So I'm going to put my trigger housing in there. Push back on the little arm here so it clears it. Get that in there. And I'm gonna get this slide release put in place. And once that's put in place, this locking block will hold everything together so it's not moving around. There you go. Okay, now we put our pins back. Starting with this back one here. I like to use the bigger punch so it doesn't push it all the way through when you're putting it back in. See, like that. There you go. And now this pin. There we go. Just need to use your fingers for that one. And your frame is put back together. Move that to the side. And now for the slide here, to get all these parts back. Reverse order, so start by putting our plunger in. Oh, gotta make sure it's in the right direction here. Let me get this out. There we go. Okay. Put it in the right way. And you press down on this, and you kind of, this thing has like a little lip here where you fit it in like that, and then just kind of press it, and it kind of snaps into place. Okay. Now we put our striker back in here. There we go. Our plunger, depressor, spring side up, and our back plate. Pressing down on the striker until that gets over. And once it's over like that, gotta press down on this plunger to finish it. There we go. Put our barrel back in, as well as our guide rod. And there we go. Fully assembled Glock. Thank you for watching.